John Spindles here, Dominic Ingle, following a great fight for Kid Galahad versus Jazza Dickens. This is Fight Up TV. Tell us your opinions on that fight. Did everything go to plan?
Yeah, I checked we had to check the scorecards after the fight, and Barry was 3 rounds down. I didn't see it that way. I thought it was quite even to the point of stoppage. One of the judges had it up, Barry up 2 rounds, but I think they had Barry 2 down. But we always knew that Jazza was going to come out fast. That's his style. That's always been his style. He's not a massive puncher, but he's always dangerous the first 3 or 4 rounds. And we knew that Barry had to be careful. He got caught with a couple of shots, and we knew going into the later rounds that's when Barry was going to come into his own. And we realised that round 9 that Barry had to start stepping on the gas and start putting his shots together. He never really connected properly with Jazza all the way through the fight. He never got his shots off what he wanted to get off. It looked like he was trying a little bit too hard at times. But when he did connect, the shots that actually put Jazza down were punch perfect. There was power, they were accurate, and that was enough to finish the job.
Obviously, I know it's quite early on in the fight. Jazza made Galahad come after him quite a bit. Is that something that took the fight away from Kid early on?
We know that Jazza likes to counter punch. We know he likes to draw you in, spring back in and throw the shots. But you've got to sometimes you've got to force the pace. And you've got to step in. You've got to take the risk. And like I say, after 4 or 5 rounds, Barry said that the zap was starting to go out of Jazza's shots. And we know Barry's got a good engine. He can do 12 rounds on his head. And there was a little dip in the middle rounds, and then he stepped up, put his foot on the gas. And the shots came in and he finished him off. And he finished him off in style as well.
The most important victory to date for him, do you think?
Yeah, because the guy's, it's the first guy that's Barry's boxed who's been unbeaten. He's had a good record. He was a very good amateur, boxed on the GB squad. It wasn't the performance I expected from Barry. I thought he was going to make an easier job of it. But, under the lights, pressure in his own town, you never know, these variables all come into place. And like I say, he handled it well, he handled the pressure well. And I think he knew in his own mind, if he could just connect clean, that he'd finish Dickens off, and he did finish him off. So.
Do you think now that puts him as a shoe-in for the Young Fighter of the Year? Obviously, they were both...
Well, it can't be Jazza because he's obviously been eliminated, so it's between everybody else in it. But hopefully it will do, because it'd be a great award, and all the good fighters have won it.
Sweet. And is there anything else you might want to add? Anyone you might be looking to fight next for Kid?
No, we'll just have a look around, see what McKinney's got to say, and review the landscape and see what's on the horizon.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, John Spindles from Fight Up TV. Cheers, man.